Hey my dudes, my name is Cecilia and welcome to my kitchen here in Stockholm, Sweden. I am so excited for you guys this week. Oh my God. It's been something that I've been wanting to make for quite a while now. It is these savory shortbread cookies. Anytime you want to be serving like a snack to a large group of people or like friends, these are it. They look so fancy, so gorgeous, so impressive, and they are so dead simple to make. Like, I am not exaggerating. Let's just get straight into making them so you guys can see how easy these are. Let's go.
Into the bowl of your stand mixer, pour 15 grams of milk, 1 egg yolk, 300 grams of all-purpose flour, 10 grams of salt, 20 grams of sugar, 200 grams of unsalted butter, and 150 grams of hard cheese. I'm using Västerbotten today. Pop onto the stand mixer and using the paddle attachment, mix on low speed. After a couple minutes, stop and scrape down your sides and continue mixing. Mix until a cohesive dough forms. I like to pour the dough out onto the countertop because I often will have like bits of flour or butter that has not been fully incorporated. Give it a quick knead so that the dough is all together and homogeneous, and then shape into a flat disc. Cut it into quarters. Take a baking tray and line it with parchment paper. You're going to use the short side of your tray to measure the length of your rope of dough. Roll out each quarter. Place on the tray.
This dough is seriously so nice. It's like rolling out Play-Doh. You don't need any flour down here. I just like to roll them a little bit on the tray because I think it just gives them one last nice like smooth out. Pop these in the fridge for at least 1 hour. These are now solid all the way through, so that's exactly what we want. Because these make quite a lot of cookies, I'm actually going to just freeze 2 of these and only bake off 2 today. I like to make sure that they are really, really well wrapped in plastic. And then this can sit in the freezer like this for months. I also think it's better to make the dough and prep that and then bake them off fresh than it is to bake all of them and have the cookies be sitting around for several days. Like with any cookie, the fresher the better, right? Like these are best the day they're made, even though like they will hold for a good week, just like outside in a nice covered cookie tin. I like to cut off the end so I have a nice like clean beginning. Save this. And then I just kind of do this part by eye. How big is that? So you guys know what I'm talking about. Yeah, okay, that's about a centimeter thick-ish. 3/8 of an inch. 1/2 inch is a thick cookie, and then it might bake weird. But you don't need to be like too precious about it. Just cut them. And then these ones, I just like to press together. They're not gonna bake up as nice, but you know, you need snacks as well, right? They can be your little taster cookies. There we go, good enough for a government job. This one is really kind of big, but oh well, who cares? And then you just want to lay them out on your tray. They really don't spread very much while they're baking, so they can be like fairly tight to each other. Would it be helpful if I cut the sides of my parchment paper? Yes. Am I gonna do that? No. All right, so this ended up being what, 5 by 7, and I have just a handful here, but they'll get baked off in the second bake. Into the oven these go. Ah, so exciting. Oh, they're so pretty and nice. But see what I mean about these two being not quite as cute as like the rest of them? These are the ones that we like had to smush together from the end pieces. Just gonna pop these over here. While these cool down, we are going to make a little bit of a fun topping for them. Now, of course, you could serve these just as is. They are delicious, totally plain, but when I serve them as like hors d'oeuvres at like a cocktail party, then I kind of want to make them like a little bit nicer and add that like finishing touch on top of them. Can you tell I used to work in fine dining? So we're going to make a dill mayonnaise to go on top because Västerbotten goes really well with dill. And I'm going to do it the cheater's way by not making my own mayonnaise, but using my trusty jar of Hellmann's. I'm a Hellmann's girl. I don't think I'm gonna use all of this dill because this is not that many little cookies. So let's see, maybe that's enough. Now I'm about to get really fine dining on you here. So there's 35. So I'm gonna pick off about 35 pieces of dill so that we can top them nicely. All right, I picked off about 38 pieces, just nice, like from the tips. You do not have to do that. You do not have to be as annoying as I am. I just really like knowing how much dill is gonna be left over because all the rest of this dill I'm gonna pick down off of the stems and chop up nice and fine. If you ever work in fine dining as an intern, you will become an expert at picking herbs. It's like basically the only job that they'll give you. And we want to chop these as finely as we can. I don't care about my knife skills because I don't work in restaurants anymore. So I just want to get this as fine as I can get it. Well, as fine as I can get it within reason. I am not gonna kill myself over these. Dill is nice because it chops down super fine, super fast. You do not have to do this with dill, by the way. Any fresh herb is gonna be lovely. I've done this with chives, sage, parsley, anything like that's gonna be super nice. I would suggest though, if you're going to use something very strong, like thyme, rosemary, also sage, a little bit goes a long way. I'm gonna add a pinch of salt because I like salt. I'm gonna add a pinch of black pepper because I like black pepper. And a little bit of lemon because we love flavor. Ooh, this is a teeny tiny amount of mayonnaise. All right, teeny tiny mayonnaise. When seasoning this, especially if you're gonna add more acid, do be a little bit careful with how much liquid you're adding to it because you don't want your mayo to get like too loose. Nobody likes a loose mayo, you know. Ooh, this would also be really nice if you added garlic and made like an aioli type of business. Super tasty. Oh, it's so cute. I'm gonna plate them on one of my favorite plates. I got this at a Loppis on Gotland, and it's just like, it has all these people eating at a banquet. It's so cute. These are nice and cool now. They cool down really quickly. They look so nice. And really feel free to use whatever hard cheese you want in these. I have done this with an aged cheddar. I've done this with Parmesan. I've done this with Pecorino. Do not use like a goat cheese, a brie, something like that that has like a lot of water content. Like they're just gonna be a mess. Cut the tip off of the piping bag. You wanna make a fairly small hole. Oh my God. This is so pastry chef of me, but I love tiny little things. And you really do not need a lot of mayonnaise on top of these. I feel like I should be using tweezers for this, but you know what? I've got like tiny little hands, so I'm not gonna tweezer, but know that in my heart, I'm tweezering. So simple, takes like 2 seconds to make these, and so ridiculously elegant. Like people are gonna come to your home and you're gonna present them with this and they're gonna be like, I'm sorry, when did you become a professional chef? Like what? Honestly, they're so cute. All right, let's try one. I'm gonna take one of the snack ones. They're so good. They are so tasty. They're so simple. They look so impressive. Like there is not a single part of this that is not fantastic. You are going to love these. And they are so easy to customize to what you want for your occasion. Change out the cheese, add chili flakes to make them spicy, add some black pepper, replace the sugar with honey. These would be great drizzled with honey. Like they are so delicious. They're so easy to make. I keep repeating myself. Have you guys been influenced yet? Go make these. Go, run. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this week's video, then you can go ahead and watch a previous video here. And if you just think I'm the greatest thing since sliced bread, then you can go ahead and subscribe here. And I hope that you have a great week and that I'll see you around next week. Hejdå!